A good Tuesday early afternoon to you, Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota Twin City Subaru, 802 Honda, all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. Well, it is raining now as far north as the Barre Montpelier area, very, very lightly. A little swath of precipitation working in. This is part of a weather system that has been just hanging out in the middle Atlantic states. And we're also looking at the possibility of some stronger wind gusts downsloping a little bit off the southern and central greens as it looks right now with the European model. And deep thunder seems to echo that, mostly at summit level. Looks like it's going to stay below thresholds. And so what we see right now is this area of low pressure. This is at 500 millibars. It's cut off. It's taking a track that's going to be working up the coast, and this is most unstable Cape right now. Convective qualities across eastern North Carolina, and some powerful thunderstorms all working in to fill up and cause continuous rains, and flooding has developed in many areas. And this is also going to be pounding parts of the middle Atlantic as well as all the way up into our neck of the woods here. Different swaths of rain. This is the surface area of low pressure, and a tightening pressure gradient, although this is not continued or anticipated to be very strong, so we're not looking at a very strong wind, but there is an easterly wind. Note the little bit of snow that's now falling, a very highest portion of the presidential range up in Mount Washington, right there. Here's the latest STREF model, short-range ensemble forecast, and looks like highest amounts 8/10, lowest amounts somewhere around less than 2/10, and mid-range here coming up probably mean about ½ inch. GFS ensemble shows kind of the lower ends, if you will, or a little over 3/10 of an inch. You can see a little bit of a dry period developing, and then some minor amounts here. Nothing of any major consequences here. We do have some thunderstorm activity potential. I think it's on Friday afternoon, Friday morning, and it looks like it's a little bit mistimed, and we'll go through the model runs here now. Okay, so you can see now that we have crappy bandwidth. Okay, so we have the first bit and pieces of the precipitation working on through. A little bit of better swath moves in tonight, again circulating around this 1003 millibar area of low pressure. Tightest pressure gradients into the evening hours. This is valid about 2 o'clock in the morning. So just to cut that back just a little bit, that's through about 2 o'clock. This is through about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. The biggest wave of rainfall moves on through, and we kind of dry out. A few leftover sprinkles in the Connecticut River Valley by late in the day tomorrow. And then as we get into tomorrow night and into the day on Thursday, it looks like we have a good project weather day developing as precipitation has improved. Our next shot is going to be this little bit of business. And right now, this is pretty compact, but it does look like it could power up and generate a few thunderstorms right here. This is valid about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. So what has moved through during the morning hours into the early afternoon being exhibited here with probably the best across mainly northern Vermont. So just running that one more time here. We're going to be in a warm southwesterly flow, so temperatures do increase. And then you notice there's this sort of stringy little batch of moisture, some elongated vorticity that's kind of interacting across parts of southern Vermont. I think this is going to change a million ways to Sunday, so we'll see what happens. But that's Friday, and then this is on Saturday. And then on Sunday, as this departs, it looks like it's a developing area of low pressure, a little bit of a tighter pressure gradient. This may cause a bit of a northwesterly wind, some colder air just to the north of us. So running that again, looks like this. And I'm not even going to go as far as Sunday, but I'll just kind of drive this a little bit. Sunday looks like so-so. I'm anticipating actually dry weather at this point. But you can see some pretty good thunderstorm activity swinging around a very powerful system. This looks like it's going to be really marching through the Great Lakes, but notice the moisture streams and indicating some sort of elongated training thunderstorm activity. This is something way out. This is valid Monday afternoon next week. In terms of today, we do have some south or easterly downsloping winds right along the spine of the Green Mountains, but this is a little bit more over-amplified compared to what Deep Thunder shows, but it's in the neighborhood, and really nothing else until along about Saturday. Weather Prediction Center for the next 7-day total rainfall, they give us up around 2 inches. That's a little bit of an uptake in the last 24 hours. Switching over to temperature, we're actually going to be weighted above normal for the next 5 maximum days. What about 3 days later? Still above normal, but look at all the cold air coming in the center of the country. Looks like a ridge coming in, taking this in from Canada, and then some sort of a trough here, pulling in a lot of that warmth. Now, both the European and the GFS indicates no snowfall, so we're out of the woods. This would be the closest it gets to us. And it looks like this being the top of Mount Mansfield, about 850 millibars. I don't think we have any worries here. Plenty good. It looks like April showers. Temperature pattern is that we do warm up back up into the GFS ensembles, indicating the 70s, and Europeans just cut down just a little bit below that. But you can see things become unhitched approximately right here. This is a little bit of a shortened outlook. And it looks like we're starting to see the sugar maples starting to bud out a little bit, with the red maples especially showing up very nicely here. So we're still have quite a bit of time before leaf out, I think, even though we're starting to see some good budding taking place. And overall, greening grass across those areas in the lower valleys. That's it. Roger Hill. Thanks for watching Roger Hill Wuthering Heights.